Then you have something called as criteria for Übungsklassifikation. Like, so whenever you are going to introduce Übung, there are different criteria for the Übung. So you have easy Übung, you have difficult Übung, all that stuff. So for that selection of the correct appropriate Übung, you have certain criteria defined which you can use while you are introducing Übung in the class. First criteria is Grad der Steuerung, control, amount of control of the exercise. So here it mainly deals with the progression of the Sprachproduktion. Basically you first reproduce and then you produce, meaning you repeat what already exists and then only you learn to produce the language Einheiten on your own. And the advice is basically follow the sequence to finally come to your end goal of free Sprachproduktion. So you have something called as geschlossene Übung. These are basically yes or no or multiple choice answers. There is no real Sprachproduktion. Then you have stark gesteuerte Übung. You will be able to produce tasks or Sprachredemittel, but it will be with eng Vorgaben. Use article here, use obwohl, while here, all those things. So you are basically restricted or constrained. Wenig gesteuerte Übung, basically those constraints are relaxed a bit, but still you have to fill in the blanks or match the following. Then you have offene Übung. This is where you are free to speak, free to use the language what you have learned, and then give your own opinions and Meinungen. Then you have the second criteria called as Sprachaufwand für die Lernenden. So how much of the Sprachproduktion the students are going to give. So this is a way, an Unterteil for the Grad der Steuerung, but this is more of for the Sprechschreibübungen. This is not really for the Lesetext or Hörtext. So first is receptive. So there is no Sprachproduktion at all. So all you need to do is listen and then mark. Then you have reproductive Übungen. So you are going to repeat one to one the grammatical structure or the words which you listen or which you have read into the new structure. And finally is productive, where you are free to write an email, write an SMS, write a short note, things like that. So based on this, in receptive there is no Sprachaufwand, in productive there is maximum Sprachaufwand. So that way you can classify the exercises and also introduce a progression. Then you have the criteria called as Zielsetzung. Basically, what is the goal of the exercise? So you can have exercises where the goal is to find out what the text is trying to communicate and then give the correct answer for the questions that are being asked about the text. So those things are called as inhaltsbezogene Übungen. So here it's okay if you have communicative failure, but as long as you have communicated the main contents or the main answer, you are good. Then you have something called as form-oriented Übungen. Here the proper grammatical structure is important. So when a particular exercise says use the correct article, then we don't care about what comes after the main thing. So it's Apfel, it's their Apfel. If you write the Apfel, gone, that's the wrong form. And der Apfel steht auf dem Tisch or ist auf dem Tisch, ist neben der Wand, things like that. So those are all form-oriented Übungen. So here the target is correct grammar. In Inhalt the target is correct answer. That's the main difference. Kreativität der Lernende. So there are certain exercises which encourage the students to be creative. So you have Urlaubbeschreibung, Buchbeschreibung or spielerische Übungen, where the students have to think how to solve the current puzzle and then they come out with the answer. So these are all the exercises which encourage the creativity of the students. Fertigkeiten criteria. So there are certain exercises which encourage the students to use the Fertigkeiten. So the student has to speak first or listen first or read first and then either write it down or speak it out in the correct manner. So these are all the exercises which concentrate on the Fertigkeiten, and these are all the different criteria for selecting the exercises in the classroom.
With that, the chapter comes to an end. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment to the channel. If you have any questions, then contact me via email or put down your comments and I'll be able to reply. Thank you.